الحمد لله الكريم المنان، الحمد لله ذي الطول والفضل والإحسان، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، وأشهد أن سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد عبده ورسوله، شهادة مليئة بالعرفان مخرجة صاحبها من النيران مدخلة إياه إلى الجنان. My sisters and my brothers, Jesus in Surah As-Saf, according to the Quran, tells his disciples, or his community actually, يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا أنصار الله كما قال عيسى ابن مريم للحواريين من أنصاري إلى الله قال الحواريون نحن أنصار الله. Jesus stood before his community, so many of them, and he said, who is there to stand in support of my message? Because so many of them claim to believe in him. But Jesus was not interested in people who told him that they believed in him. He wanted people to put their words to action. And the disciples stood up and said, we are to do that. So the Quran says, all you who believe, you're the Muslims here. Be like those disciples of Jesus who took Jesus seriously, stood by the message, lived the message, and they practiced the message. So this is my message today. How can we Muslims live the message of Islam, practice the message of Islam by learning to give, not only to take? And I say this in the context of Washington, D.C., in a context of a campaign for election, where people talk about what they will do for us. And I say to them, I'm not interested in what you say you will do. I'm interested in what you actually will do. In Washington, D.C., a city that is hungry for power, or you can say in the midst of power-filled city, we need people with different kind of agenda. An agenda of people who are hungry for love, who know how to give love. Not by demanding love, rather by giving love. Because power lies within the ability to give, the ability to forgive, and the ability to give away. When winter is upon us, or is about to leave anyway, nothing is like the power of giving your coat away. Nothing is like the power of giving something you need for someone who needed more, or even who needed less. That is the kind of message we need to live as Muslims. A message of love, a message of caring for all, a message of peace for all, a message practiced, not only spoken of. So Muslims, wake up, reach out, become, in action, people of love, of accommodation, and people who care about others more than they care about themselves. That is Islam. Before I make my dua, I just want to tell you that we have so many guests with us today. I know we have some people from Georgetown University. I don't know the exact name. It's maybe Jason. My gigabyte is going up. Good. And we have with you Helen. Helen also is with us. We're very honored to have both of you. Helen, will you stand up, please, just to know who you are? Helen is from a Buddhist background, and we are very honored to have you, sister. And Jason, will you stand up for people to recognize you? Jason is from a Jewish background. It's an honor to have you, Jason. And I have the best family I have in the United States of America. I decided in December to have my Christmas with people I love. And I chose to do that with an evangelical Christian family in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. and it ended up the best winter break I could ever have. So, Steve Martin, you and your wife and your children, if you can stand up for us to recognize you. So the whole military is here to publish dinner. Thank you. After the service, I would ask Steve Martin, who is also a minister, to talk to us for up to 5 minutes about his own experience with Islam. Steve has been a fighter for justice and the truth too, trying to teach America about the beauty of Islam. I really wanted you to meet Steve, and he's a beautiful kings and the queens and the princes with him, his wife, daughter, and 4 children. So let us make dua, inshallah. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا اللهم كفر عنا سيئاتنا اللهم ارحم ضعفنا اللهم احسن خلاصنا اللهم تولى بالباقيات الصالحات اعمالنا. We ask you, God, to forgive us our sins. We ask you to wipe out for us our shortcomings and mistakes. We ask you to purify for us our souls, to cleanse for us our hearts. We ask you, God, to make each and every one of us an instrument for peace and for the doing of good. We ask you, God, to bring us closer to you and far away from evil and temptations of evil. We ask you, God, to protect us from all forms of temptations. We ask you, God, that you may inspire us with your wisdom, that you may strengthen us with your knowledge, that you may lead us with your light and to your light. Protect this community and our country and the world as a whole. Allahumma ameen. Wa aqim as-salah. Inna as-salata tanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkar. Wa la dhikrullahi akbar. Wallahu ya'lamu ma tasna'un.